Hello, my name is Wolfgang Kandek. I'm the CTO for Qualys, and I'd like to talk to you a little bit about some new announcements that we're having. I think the first one that we should start with is Browser Check. Browser Check is a program for end users originally. We started about 2 years ago, have roughly 2.5 million users so far on it, and it focuses on the security of the browser and the plugins. The idea was there to be very specific and to help the end user, who's typically not a security expert, to know what's wrong with the browser, what's wrong with the plugins, and to give a single point solution to fix all the problems that are in the browser. The idea is that most attacks nowadays come through the browser. We either see attacks that go directly against the browser or that attack one of the common plugins. You've probably heard most recently that many of the attacks were against the Java plugin. So that is the spirit, very simple to fix and very easy to use. Just point your browser to browsercheck.qualys.com. Now, we've started about a year ago to come out with the solution for small companies, giving the IT administrator the ability to see the results of the scans that the users are doing with their version of Browser Check. That works really well too. However, the problem was the IT admins came to us and said, I would like to install this automatically rather than having to tell my users they should go to Browser Check and run the scan. So that is the new feature that we're coming out with today. It's an MSI package that IT administrators can distribute with their software mechanism, be it GPOs or other software updates mechanisms, and then they can determine whether the scan should run every day, every week, or every month. So the same functionality, but now much more deployable for an IT admin. Still, excellent solution. It's free. We focus there on small and medium-sized customers with this, and we hope they make good use of that. On the other side of the equation, we've announced an extension to our enterprise scanning mechanism in QualysGuard. We now scan machines in Amazon EC2 automatically. So just a little bit of background there. Many of our customers have started to deploy machines in EC2, and they've been wanting to scan these machines, and that has always been possible. But due to the highly dynamic nature of EC2, it has been cumbersome and manual to maintain these IP addresses within the QualysGuard system. So then now we have what's called a data connector. That data connector reaches out to your Amazon EC2 account and synchronizes with that account, pulls in all IP addresses that are now defined within Amazon EC2, and runs the scan automatically. Again, the connector is programmable. You can decide how often it reaches out to EC2. It imports all the metadata that's associated with EC2. So, for example, the operating system or the ID for the machine image that the particular instance was created under. And then you can use the workflow within QualysGuard tagging to form groups that then can be scanned separately. So we think of that as a really nice enhancement that will make scanning machines in EC2 much easier. It's included in your normal QualysGuard subscription, so there's no additional feature to pay for here within QualysGuard. We've came out with a new version of FreeScan, which gives users an idea of what the normal QualysGuard can perform for them on a limited set of IP addresses. It's a great new interface, very simple, and it comes pre-packaged with a Patch Tuesday scan, SCAP auditing, a web application scan, and malware scanning. So an extremely simplified interface. All you have to do is basically plug in an IP address and or a web URL, and then the system will perform the right scan for you. We've also added capability for internal scanners to FreeScan. So if you want to scan an IP address that sits behind your firewall, the system will prompt you to download a virtual scanner appliance, install it on a virtual machine behind the firewall, and will then use that scanner to perform the scan. Even if you're a QualysGuard user, you might want to take a look at it. I think the interface is compelling, very simple to use, and the pre-programmed reporting options are just excellent. Back to the enterprise system again. we're coming out with a 3.0 version of web application scanning. That one has a number of advanced capabilities built in. Maybe the most interesting one would be the integration of attack proxies, something like the Burp Suite. So you can now take the material collected from the Burp Suite and integrate it into the web application scanning. Further, web application scanning is also integrating our malware detection scan. So with the same scan, you can now provide both functionalities, looking for malware that you might be hosting on the site and doing an advanced web application security scan.